At a time when New Zealand desperately needs more houses, while the New Zealand construction sector is also trying to work out its role in fighting climate change, it's a perfect time to present this case study of Piritahi, who are trying to refurbish and relocate existing state houses. Piritahi is an alliance formed by Kāinga Ora to deliver large-scale infrastructure works to support the construction of new state houses. They set themselves an ambitious target and exceeded it 3 times over. Of the over 500 existing state houses, Piritahi have been able to refurbish and relocate 23% of them, which is an extremely impressive feat. Each existing dwelling is classified either for demolition, deconstruction or relocation, depending on the state it's in and its location. Houses that are fit for relocation are refurbished, with many of them providing on-the-job construction training opportunities for people in the South Auckland region. Now let's hear from the team at Piritahi.
Tēnā koutou. I'm Patrick Doherty, a General Manager for Construction and Innovation at Kāinga Ora. Kāinga Ora is the government's housing and urban development agency, and as part of that we are the stewards of the state housing portfolio. We have been embarking in recent years on a significant growth of pace and scale of a development program to increase the numbers of state houses and to also replace many of the tired old assets that we have. And when you look at the portfolio we have in New Zealand at the moment with almost 70,000 properties, about 40,000 over the next 20 years need either be replaced or to be significantly intervened with or improved. Consequently, there are going to be thousands of houses that need to be removed from those sites. And to do that, we've made a commitment to divert 80% of that previously what was demolished into deconstruction. The full life cycle of development in the brownfield environment requires us to remove a house from the site before we can replace it with typically more houses on that site. To remove that house historically has been through demolition. Now we are adding to that suite reuse and deconstruction. So we have less fill being created and we're finding these products in these houses being used for better effect. They've been recycled or been reused. There will be occasions where we'll still have to demolish where reuse or deconstruction is not possible, but the commitment to 80% of diversion from landfill and 7% of our houses being reused shows a significant change in the outcome of what will happen with those houses. And so we're working with a number of iwi groups and urban Māori groups to provide them these houses which they can use on their properties in various locations around the country.
Hello there, my name's Matt Tucker and I'm the General Manager of Piritahi. Piritahi is the construction alliance which our client Kāinga Ora have established here in Auckland with 5 other participants to provide what we call builder-ready land. One of the things that Piritahi does is it demolishes or removes or deconstructs, for that matter, the old, not fit for purpose state homes which are already on the land. In the context of Auckland, that means about 7,000 homes need to be removed over the next 10 to 15 years of the programme. I watched the traditional demolition of one of those homes about 3 years ago now when I first joined Kāinga Ora in Mount Roskill. And 2 things struck me that afternoon. One was the effects on the community and the community impact, and the second was an issue of sustainability and where was all of that stuff going from that demolition. The members of the community who were still there in amongst this single home that was being demolished all came out onto their front porches with their young children on their knees and watched this home be smashed to pieces in front of them, where I imagine up until several days prior, one of their friends or certainly one of their neighbours had potentially lived for an awful long time. And that was quite impactful upon that community. As I sit here now in the 3rd year of Piritahi, we've removed 500 and something homes, and I'm so proud and delighted to say 100 of those homes we have picked up or put on a truck and taken somewhere else and reused. I couldn't be more proud that we've relocated 25% of the homes that we've had to deal with. It's unheard of in this type of activity. It's an awesome outcome.
Piritahi's efforts to date have diverted more than 5,000 tonnes of construction waste from landfill, which is a significant achievement. Alongside this, they've been able to provide on-the-job training opportunities for young people and have provided transitional housing for people most in need. And this is what Beacon's case studies is all about, profiling people, taking a leading approach so that others across the industry can learn from them.